Hi there, this is Chris, and this is day 31 of tapering off of bupropion after more than 20 years. I got back today from the mountains, from Helen, Georgia, sore from head to toe, completely exhausted, and I feel better than I've felt in years. Some of that's due to the exercise. I think a lot of that's due to the medication changes. So, symptoms. I am still having weird, funky head symptoms, some dizziness, and my head just feels like my brain is sloshing around, and being tired and emotional doesn't help when all that happens either. I did have a small flashback on Monday, but it was kind of incomplete, and I don't remember what I remember where it was, but not what triggered it. That's usually the case because I don't want to dwell on that because I need to get all stuck in the memories, and it's in a bad way, in a really bad way. But the head thing's really the only thing I'm experiencing right now. I've been the last few days have been a change in schedule too. I've been getting up at 8 a.m. for the last 3 days, which is unusually early for me, but it's worked out okay. And I've been going to bed, falling asleep by midnight every night, so around midnight, partially due to exhaustion. Plus some THC gummies help too, help me sleep. But now I am back home, and uh, yeah, the dog is crazy happy that I'm home. He's been licking me a lot today, and just one constant, not constant attention, but one reassurance that I'm here and not going to leave him again. But yeah, I am tired from this trip. But I have to say, even with all the muscle soreness and the aches, and it feels like I'm bruised all over from hitting rocks in that stupid river. The river's not stupid, just the tubing on it is stupid. But despite all that, physically, I feel better than I felt in years. So I'm guessing some of that is due to a sort of rebound uh, effect of coming off the antidepressant, kind of crashing, and then things kind of resetting and trying to come back to a new normal and maybe overshooting it a little bit. Another big factor, though, I think is also the BDNF, which is released by the brain during exercise. You get that, you get endorphins, which I definitely got a lot of endorphins because I was pushing myself much, much harder than than I thought, than I realized, and wasn't thinking about the consequences. So the muscle soreness is like, yeah, that musculoskeletal pain, injuries, that is not what worries me about literally jumping around and in the mountains. Uh, but it's the triggering the chronic fatigue symptoms that's I think I messed up. I think I really messed up. So tomorrow's video might be within the next couple days, probably by the weekend. I'm gonna have some onset of those symptoms. So this might become a new video series of this is what chronic fatigue syndrome looks like. But we'll see. Yeah, so pushing myself too hard is going to bite me in the ass big time. And I'm not talking about just hobbling around, being in pain. It might completely ruin my memory for a good week or so, make it impossible to focus, and make me sore everywhere anytime I think about something. So we'll see. This might get really interesting. It's got to be more interesting than this boring crap. Thanks everybody for watching and following along with this. As I said yesterday, I've got some downloaded, finally some great videos of some of the waterfalls and stuff like that. And I'm going to put those together into some little reels and shorts and post those online. And I'll mention that in this when I do. But if you want to see beautiful waterfall videos, like and subscribe, and you will get to see some when I'm. Hopefully, there's a short window of me being able to get a lot of stuff done in the next day or two before the full-on crash sets in. But we'll see. That might be okay. The Wellbutrin. I've never thought about whether or not it could contribute to chronic fatigue syndrome. there's no neurochemical pathway that jumps to mind with dopamine or norepinephrine that would really make sense with that. Although the dopamine is playing a role in my nervous system problems, the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system issues. What is the term for that? I'm having memory problems right now. Autonomic nervous system. Okay. Whew. That should have been easier to think of. But so the Wellbutrin definitely did contribute to some autonomic dysfunction. Autonomic dysfunction is involved in chronic fatigue syndrome. So there could be a link there. I might see an improvement in CFS symptoms by discontinuing this. How have I never thought about that before? We'll see. This might be the greatest medication change I've ever taken in my life. I'd say second greatest, because the first greatest medication change was starting Wellbutrin and Lamictal together. That's bupropion, antidepressant, and lamotrigine, mood stabilizer. That saved my life. That really did save my life. Changed my life for the better. Physically and mentally and socially, everything. But there's a time for everything, and there's a time to come off some of the meds. So the Lamictal's still going strong, but the bupropion's not needed anymore. So here we are. All right. I'm getting confused and dazed and confused right now. The tiredness is really, things are getting dark and fuzzy now. So I will see everybody tomorrow for my next video, which will be day 32, although I might just change the name and well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Who knows? But hopefully we're nearing the end of this series of videos, of the daily videos, and I can move forward into some sort of overview things, summarizing all this. So I got to write down my thoughts and organize my thoughts. I might not be able to organize my thoughts if the CFS kicks in. So, like, subscribe, tell your friends, hug your family, and tell the people you care about that you care about them. Tell your family that you love them. They're not always going to be there. I just saw, he's technically a cousin. He's 97 years old. This might be the last chance I've had to get to see him. And that hurts, because he's really awesome. And I didn't take the time. I didn't get a chance to say proper goodbyes to everybody at the reunion, because some people were going to get up real early and leave and go other places and all that. I got to say bye to most folks, but yeah. Tell your family you love them. Tell your friends you love them. It matters. It really matters. If you're watching this, you know that matters. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's it for tonight. See you guys tomorrow.